is on marketing.
She's going to do it. Are you doing a training, Nancy?
Yes. Tricia, don't worry, it's very short. Okay, only 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, most of you, I've done so much finance at Maryland Nonprofits that most people think that that's what my background was, and it's funny. I think everybody knows I have an MBA. Most people don't know that my MBA is in marketing, and most people don't know that the first. Okay, and then I'm gonna tell a joke too. My first 15 years of my professional life was in retail and fashion. So nonprofits, it's relatively new. And one of the things I really loved about Maryland Nonprofits is not only could I do the finance, but I could do the marketing. And I really love marketing, but before I tell you why I love marketing, I have to tell you the one joke that just drives my daughter crazy. This is Laura Hall. And I always tell people that I am the smartest person in the nonprofit sector because how many people give birth to their own funders?
I can't tell you how happy I am that in 2 weeks she can't use that.
But I learned marketing at the business school, which is a little different than marketing in nonprofits because I teach this class called Finance for Fundraisers, and let me tell you about that being an oxymoron. But in that class, I always have people, I'll say, what are you? And they'll say, well, I'm in charge of marketing. And I'll say, what does that mean? And they'll say, oh, I do the publications. Or I do the PR. And when I studied marketing at Harvard, the whole concept of marketing was it's what you do to change people's behavior. And generally, when I worked in retail, I was changing people's behavior by convincing them they should spend money on clothes and buying them. And nonprofits, we have lots of behaviors we want to change. We want to change donors' behaviors. We want to change our clients' behaviors. And in nonprofits, we have an incredibly complicated job, so much more so than the normal retailer or restaurateur. If you look at the customer relationship, you have the decision to purchase, the ability to pay, and the actual consumption of the product. So you have the decision maker, the payer, and the consumer. And when I go to McDonald's, I drive through the line, I make the decision to have a Big Mac, I pay my $2 for it, and then I consume it. All of you, especially you that work in human services, that becomes so incredibly complicated. If you look at the normal human service organization, let's take one that does child abuse. The payer is a foundation or government. The decision maker is maybe the decision maker on who even goes into your program may be some caseworker in DSS that you've never met. And then the consumer are the people that we serve and we change their behaviors. And the problem is, unlike McDonald's that can run ad to tell me that I deserve a break today, we have to market to these 3 separate groups. And I don't think we do a good job of it. I don't think we do a good job of telling people what the benefit is of doing these actions. We are so enamored with features, okay? We are so enamored of what we have instead of what we offer to the various customers that we have. I'm glad Peter's here because Peter and I did the classic let's talk about our features, not the benefits. When we first started,
I don't know where you're going with this.
I was very close to a doorway.
now we were still in the United Way. When we first started, we were in the United Way building for about 6 weeks or 2 months on 22 White Street before we moved here. And you can even see it on the table out there. We had this brochure design that we just thought was wonderful, and it listed all the things that we were going to do. And we set the red and black brochure, and we set 3,000 of those suckers out. And we were sitting back thinking that the membership was just going to roll in. The first week we got one membership, and I even remember what it was. It was the Rosa Poncell Foundation. Some singer. And then I think over the next month and a half, we got 2 more. I want you, 2 more applications out of 3,000. And the problem was, at that point, we were saying who we were, not what the benefit was to the members. And I always tell folks, you know, you go to the doctor's office and you need knee surgery. And the doctor doesn't say, well, we're going to give you knee surgery and we're going to cut you from here to here, and then we're going to open it up, and then you're going to sew it back up, and you're going to be in rehab for months and months and months. That's the feature of a knee surgery. What he tells you is the benefit. We're going to do knee surgery, Michael, so you can play golf. We're going to do knee surgery so that you can play with your grandkids. We're going to do knee surgery because we're going to take, you know, you're going to be able to sleep at night without pain. So my lesson on this is figure out who your customers really are instead of just assuming that it's out there. And what are the benefits to each one? And you've got to segregate that out. The benefit to government is different than the benefit to an individual contributor, which is different than the benefit to the referral agent, which is different than the benefit to the consumer. So, I was thinking about this because I need to, because I'm going to be doing some different things and I need to market myself. And so, you know, so I was thinking if we listed the features of Nancy, it would be, let's see, cranky, opinionated, sufferfuls not. I'm sure, Deb, you want to kind of chime in? But the benefit I've always told people is, damn it, I'll make a decision for you and we'll get it done. So, thank you.